Hi, welcome back to my Halloween series where we go through some of the creepy and scary folklore of the Caribbean. And today we're doing something that really creeps me out, which is talking about the Douen. Now, everybody's supposed to know about the Douen. I'm not sure if it's like a Caribbean wide folk creature, but I find them to be very creepy. I think it's because it involves children, and just them being dead children creeps me out. So let's get into this video. Now, their appearance is very creepy. Being that they are small children, they are only about 2 feet high, and they have their feet and their legs turned backward. They have like expressionless, featureless faces with just a small mouth, and they usually wear like big straw hats that cover up the fact that they have no features on their face except their mouth. They're usually naked. I don't know why. They're usually naked. But besides them being very creepy, what are they exactly? Well, the folk legend says that they are the spirits of unbaptized and unchristened children that have died, and they are now forced by I don't know what to roam the earth, and in particular the forests, for the rest of their afterlife, which is very sad when you think about it. It's not their fault that they weren't baptized in time, and then now they have to live this horrible little life. I find it kind of sad. They live near forests, or in the forests, near swampy areas, near rivers, and they eat crops. They eat people's crops, they eat vegetables and whatever they can find in the forest. And it is said that they have an affinity for water crabs. So that would make sense why they would live near the swampy areas and the rivers, because that's where the crabs live. But the scary aspect of them goes even further, because they're not just walking around looking like creepy little children. They actually lure your children away from you and into the forest. They are said to mimic the voices of a child's parents. If they hear the parent calling out the child's name in public or near the forest, so they will mimic that voice. They will know the child's name, and they will call your child, and your child will think, well, it's mom and dad, so they're going into the forest to look. And they will just keep calling the child's name, luring them further and further into the forest until they are lost, never to be found again. And if your child is unchristened or unbaptized, then when they eventually die in the forest, they too will become a Douen. Another way that they can lure your children is by just befriending them, pretending to just be another kid, and your kids will play with them, and they will lure your child further and further into the forest while playing with them until they are lost. Now, I'm not sure why they do this. What is the purpose of them luring the children into the forest? Because I couldn't find that information anywhere. They don't eat the children. They don't take their soul. They don't trade them for evil powers. They just lure them into the forest. So I'm not sure why they would do that, because they don't eat them. They eat crops and they eat crab, but they don't eat children. So I don't know why. What is the purpose of them luring the children into the forest? I don't know. But they are also said to come to people's homes and cry as if they are a lost child. And this will, usually make people wonder, why is there a child outside at night crying? They say that the Douen is actually crying for the love of their mother that they don't have anymore. And that is very sad. But again, they would cry outside people's homes, and you don't want to invite them in, because when a Douen comes into your life or your home, apparently they do not leave, and they are very clingy, and they are pranksters. Now, they will play little pranks on you, move your stuff, lose your stuff, and it's said that you will actually even see a small child around your house, like in the corner of your eye and stuff like that, which is very creepy. They will also, you know, be very clingy towards you, and I don't like that. I don't like that notion at all. I don't like that at all. And it is said that you can bring one of these into your life by openly talking about them a lot in your home and just bringing up the subject a lot. So I am hoping, fingers crossed, that that does not happen to me. I am rebuking it in the name of Jesus. I am rebuking it in the name of Jesus. Get away. I do not want that in my life. I am just bringing some information. But it is sad, if it comes into your life, it's very hard to get rid of them, and so you are going to have to get religious intervention to get rid of these. Now, they didn't say exactly what the religious intervention would be, but I'm you know, guessing it would be some sort of prayers, some sort of cleansing for your home, and that should do the trick. I'm not an expert, but these little tricky pranksters are not all bad, as they are said to also be the helpers of Papa Bois. You know, they will be his helpers in the forest if there's any animals who are hurt or trapped in hunters' traps or injured. They will release them from the trap, they will help them to safety, and they will even throw hunters off their tracks. So they help Papa Bois by seeing about the animals in the forest. So I guess that is one good thing about them. This has always been one of the creepier creatures to me. I know that they say the origins of this is Trinidadian. I don't know. Let me know if you're from any other part of the Caribbean and if you all have this folk legend in your country. I remember being in primary school and there being a huge uproar in our school because one kid went to this, we had this old mango tree in the back where the grounds was to play, and he came out running and saying, he see a Douen, and everybody started going crazy. All the children, I guess it was around the end of lunchtime, all the children did not go back to class. Everybody went down by the mango tree to see the Douen. The teachers were like, where are all these children? The bell rang and nobody's here. The teachers came down. Children were crying. Some people wanted to see it. Some people were running around, you know, screaming, "It have a Douen! It have a Douen!" It was really crazy. I, for one, did not go down to the mango tree because, again, it creeped me out. I stayed closer to the school, but the teachers, the principal, had to go down. They had to, like, convince the children to go back into the school. The principal was like, okay, he's going to make a check to see if he sees the Douen, you know, just to kind of calm down the students. He did a check. He said he did not see any Douen, of course, and everybody had to go back into class, but nobody was settled in class. Everybody just wanted to talk about this Douen, and that was it. We never had any more sightings of the Douen after that, but that was just my little story of it. Again, let me know if you have this in your country or if you have any encounters with the Douen. Let me know. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I know I am, and I will see you next week with another one. Bye.